everyone. So this is a short video, at least I hope it's going to be short, to talk about the changes that are happening in our classroom. Some of you came to my conference that I held last night that was at 7 p.m. to just kind of try out Big Blue Button. If you were there, you saw that there were quite a few technical difficulties with Big Blue Button right now due to the load that the site is under, and it's not sufficient for lecturing at this time. So we're going to talk about the changes that are going to happen to lecturing. We're not going to be able to do live lecturing, but we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about changes to the exams and other things that there are changes to. We're just going to talk about all the changes. So let's start by talking about the changes to lecturing. Instead of doing live lecturing, which I know is what most of us wanted, it's what I wanted to do, that's not going to work because Big Blue Button is just too glitchy right now. It's not ready to hold all of the people that are trying to change their classes to being remote, and it's overloading and glitching a lot. So my lectures would end up going at a snail's pace. It would have a ton of glitches, and it would end up with everyone being very frustrated. So I will record the lectures using the app that I'm using right now to record this video. I will post them as videos on Canvas, and I will also post written lecture notes as PDFs on Canvas. You will have both resources. I'm hoping to do 2 to 4 videos per week, 20 to 40 minutes each. I want you to watch those lectures on your own time. Then we'll be having live question/answer sessions during regular class time. So for us, for 127, that'll be from 12:30 to 1:50 on Tuesday and Thursday. We will use Big Blue Button for that. I think it'll be sufficient for question and answer sessions. I don't think it's sufficient for lecturing. I'm hoping during those times that you can say something along the lines of, you said this in the lecture, what did you mean? Or, can we do some of these types of problems? That sort of thing. The link will be emailed out before class begins. However, Canvas is having issues sending messages at this point. So if you don't get a message that a conference has started, just know that it will be under the Conferences tab. You can go to the Conferences tab when class starts and click the link once it's started. I will be recording those and posting those later too. So even if you can't watch the live question and answer session, you can still see it later. Attendance at those are going to be optional. It's just there if you need it. And if you don't, just make sure you're still, watching the videos that I'm posting. Big change to exams. So we had talked about doing take-home exams, and I think a lot of people wanted to do that. However, after talking to a lot of colleagues and just kind of evaluating my options, I think it's going to be best if we move our exams onto ALEKS. It's going to make it so that your homework, your quizzes, and your exams are all in the same place. It will also make it easier that you don't have to print off something, write on it, scan it, return it to me, and then I print it, and then I grade it, and then I scan it, and then I return it to you. It would be a big hassle for all of us, not just me, but for you guys as well. So I think having the exams on ALEKS will be good. I'm putting an hour and 20-minute time limit on it, which is the same amount of time you get in class, and I'm allowing 3 attempts at it and keeping your best score out of those 3. So right now is a time where I don't think anyone's brains are working at 100%. I think that a lot of us are very stressed, very anxious, and we're just not performing the way that we should. At least I'm not. I don't even feel like I'm recording this video at full capacity. So if I'm feeling this way, I know many of you are. I know many of you are very stressed and under financial hardship right now, and there's a lot going on. So this gives you, a chance to take it and not do well because you just weren't feeling it in that moment. You'll get the 3 attempts, and keeping your best score, I think, makes it a little less stressful there. Additionally, the questions are all going to come directly from ALEKS topics. So the questions are going to be directly the types of questions on your homework. Each time you take the exam, by the way, it'll be new numbers that are generated, new kind of types of questions that are generated, but the same, in general, the same types of questions, but they will be new numbers each time. So yeah, that will be the change on the exams. For the exam dates, they're going to stay during the same weeks that we previously had scheduled. I'm going to open up the exams on a Monday and close them on a Friday. And so you'll have until Friday of whatever testing week it is at 11:59 p.m. I do think that Alex may cut you off at 11:59 p.m., so I would not start the test on Friday at 11:30. I would maybe start Monday, do one, and then if that doesn't go well, give yourself the rest of the week to do them. But I do think that if it reaches 11:59 p.m., that they will close down your test. I'm not 100% certain, but I wouldn't mess around with that. So anyways, you'll have 5 full days to take the tests. The final exam, well, I'm putting 2 options here. If classes resume in person, then we're just going to do the final exam in person, the way that it was supposed to be in the first place. It'll happen during our class time on our scheduled final date, May 12th. However, it doesn't look likely that we are going to go back to the classroom this semester. It is more likely that we stay remote, and in that case, if final exam is just going to be like exam 2 and exam 3. It'll be 3 attempts on Alex, and you'll have a week to take it. Your week will open Monday, May 11th. It'll be due Friday, May 15th. Another big question is what's happening with that attendance extra credit. So if you remember from my syllabus, if you missed 4 classes or less, I offered a 1% bump to your final grade. I then said, well, you could make up 2 of them. You could make up 2 absences. And then as the situation with COVID-19 has progressed, I said, well, you can make up as many absences as you need to. At this point, we are remote, so there's not really such thing as absences anymore. I've looked at everyone's attendance, and the vast majority of you have attended over 80% of the classes. And I am confident that you would have continued to attend class at the same rate. So I'm just going to give it to everyone. Everyone's going to get the attendance extra credit. I'll do it at the very end of the semester. You don't need to worry about that. Finally, just some considerations. I'm working as hard as I can to make changes to Canvas, to scan and upload lecture notes, to record videos, and still try to maintain class meeting times and potentially office hours. But it's not easy. Much like you, I'm feeling pretty stressed. I'm feeling worried, and I'm not working at my best capacity. I am trying very hard to get things done, but I'm asking you to just be patient with me if things come late. As long as you're patient with me, I'm going to be patient with all of you guys as well, because it's a transition for every single one of us, not just me and not just you. It's all of us in this together. I will be patient with you as long as you're patient with me, and I promise you that I am working as hard as I possibly can to get things done, up there, posted, but I have a lot of classes I'm trying to do this for, and it's a process. It's a process. You should always email me with your concerns or your questions. I am happy to answer them. On Thursday's meeting, I have a feeling that we are going to start classes on Thursday. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier in the video. We're going to start our question and answers sessions on this Thursday. So today is Tuesday, the 17th. It'll be Thursday, the 19th of March, that we resume question and answer sessions. During that time, I am happy to answer any questions you might have about this movie that I'm posting. I'd also like to post a discussion post so that we can maybe post about some of the more lighthearted things that are going on right now. So for instance, I've changed my entire dining room into a home office, which is a fun experience, I guess. My husband and I both teach, and now we both teach from home. So our entire dining room is now an office for 2 people and 2 dogs. We have 5 dog beds set up at varying areas around our dining room. And so maybe I could post some fun pictures of my new home office. Maybe we could post some pictures of our pets, some of the fun things we're doing, maybe some Netflix recommendations, because I know a lot of us will be watching a lot of Netflix and Hulu in the upcoming weeks. And I'd also like to post a discussion post talking about the resources that are available. So maybe you know about some places that are hiring. A lot of students are really in a bad spot financially right now and are looking for employment. So maybe you have information about places that are hiring. Maybe you have information about companies that are working to defer their payments. I know that NV Energy is working with people. I believe the gas companies are working with people. So I wanted a place where we could post those types of resources right now. This is a different time for all of us, and you're not in this alone. Your classmates are here with you. I'm here with you, and we're going to make it through this, and it's going to be okay. Once again, email me with your questions, and I will talk to you guys soon, hopefully. All right, bye.